This video is not meant for children under 13.
Hey, would you look at that? It's the first wooden railway review we've had on this channel. Too bad it's not the original wooden railway instead of reviewing this crap.
Gotcha, bitch!
The Thomas Wooden Railway line is what many fans consider to be the best Thomas merchandise out there. It is so beloved by both old and new fans. Hell, I've lost count of how many wooden railway YouTubers there are. Although the models weren't anything that special, they were just these small wooden trains with the general shape of the engine, a little bit of paint here and there, and a magnet on both ends. But that's what gave these engines this charm they have. It was a beauty and simplicity thing, and a lot of us still love these toys to this day. And although personally I'm more of a Trackmaster fan, and nowadays I don't collect as much wooden railway as I used to when I was little, I can't lie, I still do believe that these are the best Thomas merchandise ever to exist, and I just have so many fond memories of playing with these toys as a kid, and I love them so much, and they give me so much nostalgia. But like a lot of good things in this world, it didn't last, sadly. A few years later, after Mattel had purchased a Thomas & Friends brand, they had started making their changes to the wooden railway line, and the results were...
Holy Jesus! What is that? What the fuck is that?
They even changed the name to Thomas Wood. Oh my god, they changed the name! That's obviously the worst part about it! Yeah, as you could tell, the fans obviously went nuts over this change. The fact that Mattel had the audacity to do this to something that's so beloved and cherished by many fans just felt like a slap to the face to us. But hey, y'all know Mattel standards. What do you get when you take a beloved franchise and give it to a company that doesn't care and treats it like trash? I'll tell you what you get. You get a fucking disgrace. I mean, how could you not hate these things? They look like toys that are not finished. Just look what they did to my boy. He's suffering. You can no longer call this Gordon the Big Engine. This is Gordon the Pathetic Engine.
Disgraceful!
God damn it! No, they got James. What? I'm still a splendid red engine, aren't I? I don't think so, James. You look like the Arthur model I found in my garage that I played with as a little kid. After I played rough with him. Okay, no, sorry. You guys can be bothered to make Henry or Edward. No, instead you gave us this fucker from that shitty-ass movie no one likes? No, this is not right. This is not right!
Wait, is this a rant on Thomas Wood or a review video?
Yes. So after many Twitter rants and YouTube videos of how the new Thomas Wood just doesn't work compared to the original Thomas Wooden Railway, it seemed that all hope was lost for the Thomas Wooden Railway line. And then enter 2021, where it was announced that the wooden trains would get another reboot. A lot of Thomas fans just brushed this off at the time and really didn't think much of it. But then we got the first image of the new Thomas Wooden Railway line. Oh, by the way, they changed the name back to Thomas Wooden Railway. Yay. Upon viewing the new model of Thomas for the first time, a lot of our reactions were like,
It's not terrible.
Some time passed, and then slowly, more images began to emerge of the new wooden railway line. And although some fans were skeptical, it slowly started to win us over. And then a lot of us were all like, you know, this is actually pretty good. The crazy thing about it is that the fact that a company like Mattel would not only acknowledge that they screwed up with the wooden railway line, and not only attempt to fix it, but in a way make it better, is astounding to me. It's like they finally realized that something was shit, and they fixed it. This is insane. I can't believe Mattel would do this. I wonder what the pitch meeting for this idea was like. Yeah, we're kind of fucked up with the wooden trains. What if we went back and fixed the mistakes we deliberately caused?
Damn it, you know how much I hate actually working in this goddamn company and put effort into my work. But damn it, I'm tired of these Thomas man babies saying that we don't care and we keep cutting corners with the merchandise and show. Well, we do, but I don't want them to know that. What do you propose?
Okay, so here's my idea. What if we put the paint back on the engines, make the bigger engines, well, big again, and then maybe make them more accurate to the TV show, and what if we rebranded back to Thomas Wooden Railway? A lot of people complain about it like it's the biggest problem of these engines for some reason.
I suppose it could work. What do you think about it?
Well, it sounds crazy, but we've done crazier things in this company.
Okay then, it's settled. We'll fix the wooden railway engines. But not the show. We'll just fix the wooden engines. One step at a time.
Over time, people got excited for the new wooden railway to come out. And in March of this year, the wooden railway finally launched and slowly made their ways to Amazon and Barnes & Nobles. While I was in New York celebrating my 18th birthday, I went into a Barnes & Nobles where I stumbled across the new wooden railway engines. So naturally, I picked up a few of them, but only the ones I really wanted, them being Thomas, Gordon, and James. Maybe one of these days I'll pick up Percy or Diesel, but you could bet your ass I'll be picking up the upcoming releases like Henry, Edward, and Hero. I really want these guys. But for now, we're just going to review these three. Now, without wasting any more of your time, let's jump right into it.
And of course, we obviously have to start with Gordon the Big Engine.
So here we have Gordon the Big Engine. And I'm just going to say it. This is the best model of the entire wave. Like, period, end of story, thank you. I mean, come on. Just look at him. Those wheel arrangements don't lie.
Taking a closer look at Gordon, and for the record, his body is made out of real wood. You know, they are still using wood for these engines. The only thing that's plastic is the dome, the firebox, the face, the wheels, the base it sits on, and the little black things that hold the magnet. Those are the only thing that are made of plastic, but for the most part it's mostly wood. Oh, and also the coal is made of wood. But taking a look at Gordon's side, I think they got his detail really well. I love how they got I think they're called the valves right here. I love how they got Gordon's general shape down. I love how they pretty much got almost all of his wheels correct on there. He's just missing the small little one that sits behind the big ones, the three big ones. And I even like this little red tint that's supposed to be like his firebox glowing. That's pretty cool. Like the little handrails right there, and his tender is also pretty good. I like how they also gave him the correct number of wheels on his tender. Yeah, and this face right here, this is a really good face for Gordon. I mean, I know I'm not as some people know, I'm not the biggest fan of the CGI series, but this is a pretty good CGI face, and I love how it's a shocked expression and not just a smiling expression, because how many times we've been asking Mattel and all these other companies that we wanted different expressions for these engines, and now they're finally doing that, and I'm very happy about it. I also like the printed buffer they gave him. It's pretty cool. And of course you got the famous magnet on the front, back, and of course if you don't know how this works, just do that and it sticks. And also they also added the printed wheels on the side of Gordon's wheels. I really like that. Now there is a complaint I do have with with practically the new wooden railway in general, is that how thick the sides are. I remember when I saw the photos of these and I saw how the new wheels looked, I didn't like them, to be quite honest. And I still really don't like them to begin with. I don't think they needed to be this large and thick. I feel like you could have still printed this out and have the wheels, you know, be sturdy without making them so thick. But now that I have all these engines and I see all the good stuff about it, I can kind of overlook it. It's not that big of a deal, as long as if 98% of the engine is good and there's only like 2% of it that's bad, I can live with it. It's not that bad.
I'd give this model a 9.5 out of 10.
Now with Gordon out of the way, we obviously gotta talk about James. So here is James, another favorite character of mine. And let's start off with the positive first. First of all, I like the red they gave him. They always succeed in the color of red they make James. And I do like how they gave him the correct number of wheels James had, because usually when it comes to the wooden railways, hang on, give me 1 second. Usually with other wooden railway versions of James, like here we have a 94 version of James, they've always just gave him just 3 wheels, and quite frankly I think they just reused Thomas's body for James. But when it comes to this one, they gave him the correct amount of wheels, you know, 3 wheels in the back, and of course the small pony trunk James is known for. And he even has a bit of his, they've even printed a bit of his side rods right here, which I like. I like all the printing they did for James. It's really good. The dome could be shinier, but there is a few complaints I do have with this James, and that is his face. Okay, look, I know it's supposed to be the CGI version of James, but I don't know, he looks like he's high or something. Like he looks like he's just on a like an acid trip or something. He just looks stoned out of his mind.
Dude, I think this shit just kicked in, man!
Another complaint I do have with this James is that I don't think they got the proportions that well with James. And what I mean by that is that he's too long, and yet he feels like he's squashed down. It's like the wheels look too big on him and the body looks too squashed on him. Like I felt like either make these wheels smaller or maybe make the boiler and pretty much the whole body a lot bigger. I don't feel like they got the James shape quite right. So overall, I give this model a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, enough horse playing around. Now let's just get right into it and take a look at our number 1 train, Thomas the Tank Engine. So, here's the man himself. Well, not really a man, he's an engine, but you get the idea. Here's Thomas, and overall, not bad. He's not my favorite version of the wooden railway Thomas. I will always crawl over to the ones that came before, you know, this one, and obviously before Thomas Wood, but this one I would say is okay. Just an okay model. I like the printing on him again, and I think the shape is okay. I would have maybe, if they made this cab not so squashed, maybe make it a little bit bigger. And the wheels are printed nicely, though I still don't like how thick they are, and I like the buffer printing, but the face, I'm not too crazy about it myself. Looks like a weird hybrid between the CGI face and the spawn of Satan himself. I don't like to think of that god-awful reboot. And if I do have a few Thomas to compare this to, I'll get them real quick. Right here we have the 1994 Wooden Railway Thomas, and on the right side we have the 2003 Hit Toy Learning Curve Thomas. This is the one I played with all the time as a kid, and it's got a few, been taking a few beatings, but still in one piece. So, this Thomas, compared to these two, is, well, let's be honest, nothing will ever live up to these two guys. That pretty much goes without saying, but overall, it's a very decent Thomas, and I will gladly take this over whatever the fuck this was.
I'll give this model a 7.5 out of 10. It's an okay model. And in case anyone's wondering, yes, the new models do work on classic wooden railway track. As I was testing this out, the models have no problem working on tight curves or over elevation track. They work just like in any ordinary wooden railway. Though when it comes to the bigger engines, it is kinda hard to push them through points, but it's whatever.
Are working, they never go slow. Give the boat a minute and blow, man, blow.
Overall, the new wooden railway engines are pretty cool, and I can't believe Mattel would make something this damn good in this day and age. I really like this new wooden railway line. I would love to see it continue to grow and be successful. And it only shows, Mattel, that when you just put some effort into your work, you can create something really special.
Now, if you just put that effort into the show, that would be a lot better. Because seriously, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.